Like energy is the Five of Cups. Underneath that is the Fool taking a leap of faith. All right, but this taking a leap of faith has definitely got some baggage with this. Or there was a leap of faith taken, and then there's some sort of baggage because obviously this is talking about somebody incapable, or not incapable, but somebody's having a hard time moving forward. Dwelling on the things that were lost here. And I feel like this is kind of giving someone insurance to stay where they are rather than shift their focus. Okay, so that being said, let's take a look at this reading here. This person, which I would attribute this is you guys, but remember, this may as well be you as well, right? This could be you, and this could be the other person. But somebody here is extremely defensive. Like, somebody is defensive. Now, doesn't look very disempowering. I think this person really just believes that they have the higher ground. They can handle this stuff on their own, protecting them something of great value, that they see of great value. It's personal, right? But with the Seven of Wands here, I feel like this person's definitely defensive of stuff, defensive of anything, and they are trying to kind of protect themselves from something. Now, this other person, however, but they're how they're seeing things, their mindset anyway, is the justice card, getting some sort of balance or someone taking accountability for something. I feel like this person either may be looking for an apology or looking to apologize about something. I don't see any sort of this could be, I don't think this is necessarily marriage per se or divorce, because this does indicate here that there is some sort of karmic stuff going on. There's somebody's need to take accountability, but with the truth. Somebody needs to just kind of be open and being honest with their truth here, because I feel like with the Devil coming up in the foundation, there's definitely some sort of outstanding karma with this person. Now, again, like I was saying, I feel like this person may be wanting to right some wrongs, balance the situation out, get some sort of harmony going here. Not necessarily looking for an apology, or maybe even not necessarily looking to apologize, but really just look to balance some situation out, because there are some things that are not, right? Some sort of outstanding karma that both, this person has to deal with. Now, considering that this person is definitely thinking in regards of a harmonious, situation, being in a place of harmony, you have the Three of Cups as their body. So they're looking to support, they're ready to support, they're very open to supporting. And it's crazy that we have let your friends help you here, because this person either is within the close network within this individual, or this surrounded by close friends, but this person is surrounded by people that are willing to support them as much as this person is willing to support others. But the thing is too, is that this person is in a very good place, honestly. They show that they're open to supporting others. And I feel like this thing is that they're, this is a very celebratory energy, but this is also in regards to reunion, right? Things reconnecting with others, reconnecting with people, reconnecting with someone they know, or connecting with others, period. And I feel like that's what they show you, is like they may be opening to, or slowly opening to, even to a small group of people that they're looking to open their doors, or opening up to new people. Now, this person, however, is conflicted. A lot of conflict here, and I feel like this the kind of conflict is definitely showing, because I feel like they may be seeing the world as there's a ton of competition. Well, this person is more in a balanced, harmonious place. This person sees this world as like kind of like whooping somebody's ass. Like, they're ready to just beat some ass. But more importantly, though, this is like, again, super defensive. And then you got conflict, and then you got defensive again. And to me, it's like this is a lot of conflict. There's a lot of inner turmoil that this person is going through, and it's showing. This person's very transparent. It's not very hard to see that this person is going through some sort of turmoil. And this defensiveness that they've got going on mentally is showing in their physical energy. Like, they're showing their conflict, their turmoil, this difficult energy that they're dealing with here in their physical energy. They're struggling. Like, there's it's a struggle that is obviously, intense, but it's not necessarily completely unhealthy. I think that this Five of Wands energy, though, is like, it's kind of shooing away suitors, if that makes sense. You know, it's like it's very weird. It's almost like a campaign sort of thing that I kind of get a sense of. Somebody's like trying to campaign with this, candidates, and this is like, deciphering through. But again, right, this is about, I want to return this back to inner turmoil, because, the second you start starting to be specific in that regard, you may, we can lose base with this reading and the story. And with this Five of Cups here with the Five of Wands, I really do have a feeling that this is about inner turmoil regarding some sort of loss. Now, even though there's Two of Cups here, it's just like wrestling with the idea of there's potential connection here, despite a loss, some sort of loss that they're experiencing here. It's very interesting. Now, that being said, why they feel this loss? Well, why they feel like, defensive, and they're on, like they're fighting something. That they're in a combat mode. Their fight or flight is on and up, and seriously, like, this person's fight or flight is seriously, they're on guard. And the reason why is because they're exhausted. They're exhausted. They've been working hard, doing the best that they could, and despite the fact that they kind of, they're on combat, they're still fighting for some sort of outcome. They're still fighting for some sort of, success. I feel like, to complete a cycle. They're almost done and they know it, but the situation is like, they're still exhausted. It doesn't change the fact that they're still tired. And again, right, this is them alone by themselves, and they're not necessarily seeing anyone to help, right? This is protective again, defensive. This is them alone again. This is the only time where there's people around them, and they're still, like, it's almost like, again, like I said, they're fending off other people. The Five of Wands is a very like trying to be individual within a crowd sort of energy. And I feel like this person is trying to sort of stand their ground within a group of people that are trying to, perhaps, I think the situation is this, right? They're defensive, right? They're so defensive that they don't realize that people around them are trying to help them. I think this is the thing. Like, this person sees this as more of a threat than it is an opening. Now, it's very weird to read it this way, and you typically don't read the Five of Wands this way. Even though the Five of Wands is, I see the Five of Wands as, someone striving to, to show their authenticity, to show their, their true selves, what they have to offer, and things like that. But I have this feeling that this person may be seeing this as a threat, which is why this person, not why this person here, why Let Your Friends Help You is the main focus of this reading for both parties. And I feel like that's the thing. This person may be looking to, some sort of balance, or some sort of extended karma. And I feel like they have some people around them to help them too. But they feel like they may have to do it on their own as well. Because the foundation for them is the devil. The devil here is feeling disempowered within a situation, within a sort of, some sort of circumstance. And this person feels disempowered with the situation. Just or they've come from a place where they have been feeling disempowered. Right? Because they don't feel like they can control the outcome. They don't feel like they can control. And I feel like this is regaining the control, which is why this person may be like trying to take accountability for their actions. They may be taking accountability for their actions to get their control back. And I feel like letting your friends help you, I feel like they may not necessarily need that, if that makes sense. I mean, I think they do. The Three of Cups in the heart of the reading, well, not the heart of the reading, but the body in front of the reading. I think the people around them are showing them that even though that they may have made mistakes, that was their power in action. So I feel like the people around them are actually helping them and supporting this person and helping them regain the control that they want back into their lives. Dealing with some outstanding karma. Well, this person is kind of doing this thing on their own, fighting away people, kind of keeping people away, because they don't want anyone to infringe on their stuff, right? They're protecting something. They're in their mind, how they see things, they're protecting something. And I feel like this person, even though they were surrounded by individuals, right, friends and family, they're being encouraged to look at what they've been doing to themselves, to other people, and retaking the power back. And it may have been because they've been feeling trapped. That's why. Right? The reason why they probably have been, maybe they've done some things they may not be proud of, and taking accountability now is because perhaps they, they were feeling disempowered, or they just feel like they need to take their power back, and the way they did it, or to take their power or do something regarding feeling empowered was by infringing that upon other people, or maybe their behaviors, or even toward themselves personally, was affecting their relationships with others, right? So either way, both parties here definitely need each other to help shine some light onto why they are doing the things that they're doing. And I feel like, considering that this is about control for this individual, this is about, I feel like it's not necessarily about control for this individual, it's about getting to some sort of resolution. This person's built up a wall, and I feel like maybe this is why this person is here. Like, this person is like shedding some light on why this person here is even defensive. Perhaps this is the fact this person here has something to take accountability for regarding why this person is not allowing any help at all. Because I think this person here has their walls up and they're very defensive, because this person may have not taken advantage, but may have, done something to this individual that made their walls go up, made them super defensive, which makes them look at these Three of Cups and be like, no, never again. Which is like, they're not even considered. So I don't think they're dwelling on the loss, but they're definitely looking at this loss as a reason to never even think about the Two of Cups ever again. But the Nine of Cups here, Nine of Wands rather, this is not the end game. This is not where you stop. And the situation is this. They eventually have to deal with the situation at hand in order to complete the cycle. They kind of have to keep moving. They can't stay in this energy. Nobody wants to. The Nine of Wands there, they're exhausted. They have to progress forward somehow. And I think that's why this person, both of these people here are coming together. Either side, which one is you? This is why the connection is here. Because this shines the light on what's defense, why you guys, why there's some sort of defensive energy. Why somebody feels the need to step up and apologize or take accountability for something to make something right. Because this person's on a mission to get something corrected. Whether this is reconnecting with this individual or doing something. But the challenge now, is perhaps offering something of value, something that's stable, something that's, it's something tangible and real. But the thing is like, the challenge is looking closely at the details more than anything. Not necessarily offering something of great value, but to take a look closely at what's going on. Really looking closely at what's going on. Because I feel like the reason why this person is even fending off all kinds of different people in the first place is because they have this person here this person here may have, made them feel like they can't trust. They can't open the door. They can't let someone else in. Right? If this person needs help, they definitely don't trust. Going on with the Whispers of Love, Aquarius. Wow. Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands are both doing the same thing. Fending off the other people. Protecting what they stand by. This person's on an equal playing field. This person feels like they're on an equal playing field here. Well, they appear to be on an equal playing field, but they know that they have the advantage. Ultimately. But they still are fending off people. They're still trying to, fight away the wands. Wow. Physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. That's crazy because Aquarius, Capricorn got this in their reading as well. This is the card that they got in the placement here. The Page of Pentacles is in the present. The challenge is a physical contact, perhaps. Maybe this person is there is no contact with either one of these individuals. And then the only way for this person to even accept help is by seeing it in a physical form. But the physical touch is important. Somebody sees physical touch as extremely important. Now, that's up to you guys to determine for the both of you. But with that card coming up, somebody feels that in order for there to be a real impact, they have to be in their face. In their face. not mean or being like, aggressive in a sense, but somebody's got to be, something's got to be real about something. There's got to be something physically real, or real in the sense of like indisputable, tangible, but indisputable.